Welcome to the Joseph Crudup Show. Today is Tuesday, August the 20th, 2024. Here, day two of the Democratic National Convention. Yesterday, last night, day one of the DNC, the Democratic National Convention. It has been a good time, so now let's get to the chase. Last night was a good night. Well, Hillary Clinton was there, NBA head coach and former player of the Chicago Bulls, and a head coach of the Golden State Warriors, Steve Kerr was there. The whole Democrat stuff is there, and I'm here to talk about this Democratic National Convention. It has been last night, day two of the national of a day two of the Democratic National Convention. It's going to be one of the times, and this is going to be an awesome. Tonight could be the awesome night here. The Obamas are headed to the National Convention of Democrats. Boy, this is going to be something. Man, it's going to be something. But last night, like I saw, here's what has been. Here's the thing of what's going on now. This time, President Joe Biden said in an emotional, forceful goodbye for all intents and proposed to more than a half century in politics last night at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. It took a while to get there. So now, what Joe Biden has did, he and Kamala Harris looking pretty great. And this is absolutely. Now, take a look at this. As cable network news products put it, repeatedly, the night ran so long that Biden's speech, which was the focus on coverage all day, got pushed out of prime time on the East Coast. Started well after 11 p.m. there. After 8 p.m. Arizona time, or that really matters in an age when people consume news differently than they lose to one person on social media said, what about prime time? I'm watching this on my phone. It was at least scalable and accurate. Some speakers were cut from the night, as was James Taylor's performance. Now, or as Jake Tapper put it on CNN, there are going to be a lot of people who think Joe Biden got the frozen end of the low part tonight. Fox News was quick to suggest that it was intentionally, and they wasn't the only ones, as if it would work to put Biden on so late. Carl Bohr said, it's going to work if you don't want to make the face of the convention Joe Biden. It's in intention they want to put him in a reveal mirror as quickly as they possibly can. Maybe long lines to get into the United Center was the supposed world culprit. Either way, the night was billed as a passing of the torch from Biden to Vice President Kamala Harris, and it was sort of Biden's 48-minute speech laying out his administration's accomplishments and attacking the Republican nominee Donald Trump sound a lot like what he could have delivered Thursday night if he was accepting his party nomination, which was, after all, how this was all supposed to go down only a month ago. One terrible debate performance level when Biden was out. Harris and Tim Watts were in, and one notable Democratic Party is clearly more anxiety, something that was invented Monday night. Harris made a counter sort of surprise appearances and got rock star applause. feeling speechless from Rep. Alexander, also called a consular as well. Jamie Westkin, Republican gymnast, crooked and Senator, Republican and Representative Jimmy Crockett and Senator Robin Rutherford indeed pointing toward the new, more aggressive than his towards Trump. Hillary Clinton, meanwhile, who lost to Donald Trump in 2016, was a nod toward the past. Her speech was poetic, with a callback to her sentence line about breaking in the hardest glass ceiling. That will be Harris' turn to try. Huh, man, oh man. Ashton Biden's speech brought tears. But all day, on all the networks, all of the coverage was building towards Biden's speech. On CNN and MSNBC, he made a difficult choice he didn't want to make for the good of his party. On Fox News, he was the victim of the corporate, the word of this week on the network. It's like a white ring, Sesame Street over there. Biden's family, Biden's daughter actually introduced him, talking about her father in personal tones, calling him the OG girl dad. In one of the most moving moments of the night. When he finally came out, they embraced him and spoke beautifully. He pulled a hand calculator. He took a pen calculator from his pocket and dabbing it at his eyes. That was Biden's daughter. Biden yelled with obvious pride after a 4.5 minute standing ovation. It was a nice moment. It also singled the energy to calm. He was in his state of the ruin, Canada's. So a yelling tone. Bert Bella said on Fox News, referencing to Biden's up address in March. Indeed, Biden did raise his voice a lot, especially when talking about Trump. Who the heck who the heck does he think he is? When he did talk about the future, it often sounded like he stuck Calamine and Tion when I was in an original speech. And here it is. America, I give my best to you. He got some good lines in. We said democracy in 2020, and now we must save it again in 2024. He was once told he was too long to serve in the U.S. Senate, and then told he was too old to stay on as president. All this talk about how I'm angry at all those people who said I should step down. That's not true. Of course, the big one. I love the job, but I love my country more. Nothing got more applause than when he quote America empty, saying, America, I give my best to you. The old lion's last war. Van Jones said on CNN, a long war. Donald Bass replied, give him his due, get the chaos of the last few weeks. It all seemed threatening. And remember, there are 3 nights to go. So now there are 3 nights to go in this Democratic National Convention. Now the Obamas, they are coming tonight. They are coming tonight. They are going to be held tonight. And they are with Kamala Harris. So the thing is the fact that we always said I'm talking about this thing. Now could it happen? Are they going to vote Kamala Harris on November the 5th? So what's going to be the deal for today? It's going to be you know what? It's going to be an awesome time to have this time for sure. I think so. Since 2008, when we voted Barack Obama to get to the White House, we were so happy. We brought him again, 4 more years, 4 years later in 2012, until time's up in 2016. And now we're going to have the first lady to get to the White House. So now, for the first time, now, I'm not saying nothing about that. Anyway, and I'm not here to argue about, and I'm not here to argue about Donald Trump and stuff, and this and that, and all this. It's gonna come. It may come sooner or later. You know what I mean? Now, day 2 of the Democratic Convention. Democratic National Convention Day is day 2. Now, we got like 77 days until the election, and here's what you must consider out there in Chicago. So, President Joe Biden delivered an emotional address on last night, and now started today. Some of the most promoted Democratic figures will lay out their pitch for the future of the party and the country. Former First Lady Michelle Obama will take the stage to back Kamala Harris and her running mate Tim Watts, and former President Barack Obama will headline the primetime speakers. And now the convention organizers are making adjustments to Tuesday night's program to ensure the festivities don't stretch into the early hours of the morning, as they did last night. Now, it's day 2 of the Democratic Convention will start at 5:30. Now, speakers will include former President Barack Obama, former First Lady Michelle Obama, and Governor J.B. Pritzker, and Ceylon Tammy Duckworth, Vernon Ceylon Bernie Sanders, New Mexico Governor Michelle Lavalla Granson, and Second Gentleman Doug Elfhard. So, if you must know what is going to happen and what is going on to this whole stuff that we just did not know what it is happening, and we're going to find out now. So, what you might know is this. Now, we people know, well, we do know about the war in Ukraine. We do know about Hamas and the Israel war, and something less. It's got to be the feeling to that. Now, here's what's going to happen. Here's what we're talking about here. And I'm going to the and I'm going for day 1 last night. Last night was a shot. Now we'll go to Steve Coy. And so now here's what he had to say. Now, Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Coy has formally endorsed Kamala Harris for the United States president. He did so by quoting Warriors superstar Steph Curry in a mic drop moment. After the votes are trailing. Let's take a look. Let's start back up again. Now, Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr has formally endorsed Kamala Harris for the United States president. He did so quoting Warriors superstar Steph Curry in a mock drop moment. After the votes are tallied on November the 5th, in the words of the great Steph Curry, we can tell Donald Trump Night. Cole said at the Democratic National Convention on Monday, we are acting in course follow a 3-point celebration. Coy Court made an appearance on day one of the National Democratic National Convention at the United Center, home of the Chicago Bulls, when Cole won 5 NBA championships: 1996, 1999, 2003. Fresh off of the leading the U.S. men's national basketball team to a fifth consecutive gold medal at the 2024 Paris Olympics early this year. Now, as you guys know, a lot of good stuff that has happening in the United States, especially in the 90s. You young people, Google Michael Jordan, and you can read all about it. Cole joke. There was an amazing vibe in the building back in those days, and I feel that same winning spirit here tonight. Although Cole said he will be criticized for speaking at the political event, I can see the shut up and rustle tweets being fired up as we speak. The 57-year-old said this upcoming election is too important as an American citizen to not speak up. As a coach and former player, I believe in central kind of leadership, Cole said. I believe that leaders must display dignity. I believe that leaders must tell the truth. I believe that leaders should be able to laugh at themselves. I believe leaders must care for and love the people they are leading. I believe leaders should process local and express, but with the full awareness that none of us have all the answers. In fact, some of the best answers come from members in the team. Carl Cole said he sees all those qualities in Harris and Hope Vice President nominee Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Steve Kerr cannot think of the ballot multiple of what this country is all about than how Team USA came together after the Olympics. They have players across our wonderful country joining forces to wear the red, white, and blue. That's what Kerr said. The joy, the compassion, and the community to our country that we saw at the Olympics is what Kamala Harris and Tim Walz had and what their country needs. Leadership. Real leadership. Not the kind that seeks to dive us, but the kind that recognizes and celebrates our common purpose. Last month, Harris visited with Kerr and the U.S. men's national basketball team during a practice in Las Vegas before the team embarked on their Olympic journey in Paris. Cole said her visit was a great reminder of the fact that we're playing for our country, and Vice President Kamala Harris was great. So now, what Steve Kerr tell Donald Trump 2 words, night. That's what he said. That's what Steve Kerr said. You go for it. I get thumbs up to this guy. So that's what Steve Kerr said. He won 3 NBA titles and won a gold medal, and he was a head coach of the Golden State Warriors, and they won 4 NBA championships. So now, we'll see what happens when Obama's take over the Democratic National Convention tonight. We'll find out. We'll see what's happening. Until then, I'm Joseph Crudup. Please subscribe to this video and take care. Till then, peace out.